Maybe you didn't hear it from another influencer. They just simply go out there and start trading with live money. That's the best way to learn. It's not. That is not. The proper procedure is learn the basics about the marketplace. Learn risk management. Then tape read, not demo, tape read. Study real market action. Back test, look at old moves, study it in great detail, log, journal. What do you want to gravitate towards as a setup? Some of you already know what that is generally, but because you see me or someone else do a video and you're like, shit, that's how I want to trade. When that's not even the best way for you, particularly specifically aligned with your personality. You just think that's fucking awesome. Well, that's awesome. You know what's awesome? You know what's awesome to me? Watching Mike Tyson walk out there with a fucking towel wrapped around his head, no socks, rip the shit out of some guy in 30 seconds, walk out there and make $30 million. That was fucking awesome. It doesn't mean I'm going to be able to do that, but I can respect it. I can get in my area where I work out and I can stand in front of my mirror and I could do shadow boxing and think I'm fucking, the bee's knees, but I'm not getting into no fucking ring with no Mike Tyson. I know my limitations. But the problem is because of social media, we think that, oh shit, I can do that too. Watch me. And then you shit yourself. It's over. As fast as you got that money in that account, it's gone. What did you learn? I should have never done that. I didn't know as much as I thought I did. Well, wow, I can lose a lot faster than I thought I could have. Yeah. So the process is basic understanding about markets, risk management. Before you even start studying live price action or backtesting, you have to know risk management. By doing such, and it's the boring topic that nobody wants to hear about, but that's the part that gets you rich. I don't want to hear about that shit, ICT. That's the part that gets you fucking rich, pal. That's the part that fucking tells Carl, keep your fucking desk job, bitch. I'm out of here. That's the part. The boring shit. That's the stuff that gets you there. When you go to listen to anybody else in any other industry, you go to them and they talk to you. They're imparting their wisdom. You went there because you know they're going to talk about this one thing that you went there to listen to. And you can't fucking stand everything else they're talking about because it's not scratching that itch. Fuck your itch. All that shit is your limited perspective about what it is that you should be doing. You're coming to someone that's the professional, the person that's in a better vantage point than you, more experience, done more than you, and you're coming to them, me or anyone else, and you're saying, I don't want to hear all this bullshit. Get to the point. The point is, you're the fucking problem. You have to be teachable. You can't cherry pick what it is you think is going to work for you when you have no experience. And that's what you're doing when you go out there with a live account. You're discovering you don't know shit. You need that lesson monetarily in terms of a loss, the embarrassment, the shame, the pride, the regret, knowing damn well what you were going to do was a gamble. You might just take that money, go buy some fucking scratch offs. You're probably better off. After learning basic understanding about the marketplace. What is that? What market you're following? What times does it trade? What's its minimum fluctuation? What does it look like? What has it done historically? What's the margins? How much does it take to trade it? Then risk management. How much are you going to worry about incurring per trade? It's going to change once you start really trading. It'll definitely be different because in the beginning you think, I can do 2%. No, you can't. You can't. Trust me. Because as soon as you put your first live trade on, and if it's a Forex pair, and you see immediately it's a negative, as soon as you put the trade on, you're underneath the dealing spread, and then it has a little bit of a drawdown against you, you really feel that 2% is too much. And now what are you thinking about? what bad advice tells you to do all the time? Get in there with a small account and learn how to trade. No, because now you're worried about shit. I wish I wouldn't have pushed this trade. I wish I would have waited for more confirmation. Here's your confirmation. Don't fucking trade with live funds until you know how to fucking trade. That's the confirmation. Everybody that's ever made money, really, and knows what the fuck they're doing, will tell you this is the best advice. You do not fucking give an offering to the market with money when you have no idea what the fuck you're doing. If you need to know if you do it wrong, it will take money from you. Hear it from me right now. If you go in there and you do it wrong, your money is gone. There you go. Now, going past this point, it's an IQ test. Are you fucking stupid? Because stupid is going to go out there and do it with a live account, not knowing how to do it. Now, you're going to pass the IQ test? Because the fucking IQ test is very simple. You don't do it. Simple. Smooth brains are going to go out there and fucking open up a live account and try to figure out how to trade like that and waste time, build toxic thinking, and be afraid of every trade they take in the future versus being indifferent to the outcome. That's the sweet spot. That's the part that it took a lot for me to get to. And before I get to that point, I'm wrestling with, oh, it just reminds me of that time I took that trade in. Right. Why? Why would I even think about that? Because I lost fucking real money. More money than you earned in a year. I don't give a fuck where you're at. I earned, that's still equivalent. Okay. Those things hurt. For a man, it's pride, it's ego, it dashes sense of self-worth. And yes, I wish I had the money back in my hands. But I rushed into live trading before I should have. I'm fucking telling you, with all of the experience I have as teaching and with my own trading, when I first started doing it and seeing other people do it, it never pans out. It never fucking pans out. And you see these people on, well, every different venue of social media. They'll look up and say, yeah, I went out there. I didn't do demo trading and I learned how to trade, blah, 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 blah. I guarantee you they wouldn't be able to sit on a live stream and call the market and not have any sense of calmness. You'd see their emotions. You got to see their face now. See their face, listen to their breathing pattern, cussing. Fuck! Oh, man, it's bullshit. Hold on, I got to go to the bathroom. Mute. They're puking their guts up. They're wishing they never would have live streamed that day. That will be the reality of it. But you don't get to see that. You don't get to see that. Because they're only going to give you that little snapshot. What they want you to see. And these are the same types of people who are going to tell you bad advice when that bad advice wasn't even profitable for them. So you have to guard your mind. Protect your mind while you're new, because it's so easily distracted with things that's going to cause you to hurt yourself in the way you think about the market, the way you think about yourself. You'll grade yourself too early. Oh, this person understands it more than I have, and they've been studying it less than me. Who gives a fuck? How do you know that they ain't been doing it longer and they just want to sound smart in front of everybody else on social media? Stop worrying about your social media equity curve. Everybody's in drawdown as far as I'm concerned. Because if you're out there constantly virtue signaling, trying to get attention, look at me, you're really in drawdown. I don't give a shit. I talk to you through the medium of a demo. I don't have any shame in it, because that's the right way to learn. But you don't even touch a demo until you've tape read. You see the market do whatever you expect it to do without any transaction. Because what you've done is you've learned the basics about the marketplace, the market you're going to be following, every aspect of what it is required to trade it, the times it trades, its margin requirements. Then you understand risk, how to frame a trade in terms of monetary risk. Whatever your beginning expectations are in terms of what your trade should be allowed to take from you, and the industry standard of 2% is too fucking high. It's too high. That's not realistic for someone starting out. You want it to be so insignificant that it literally feels like nothing to you. That's the right way to learn how to trade. And then by having that realistic expectation on yourself and your results, then you go into tape reading, how to learn to read price. How does it move? When does these specific types of signatures that we're teaching you, when do they occur? What does it look like? How do they repeat and look very close to one another? What does it look like when it fails? What things are warning signs that it's not likely to pan out? You haven't even touched the fucking demo account yet. And you are all still feeling impatient. Some of you already turned off this Twitter space because it ain't telling you what you want to hear. Good. Get the fuck out of here. You're not ready. You're not ready. You're not ready for me, at least. The people that are making real money, they've gone through this. And you can't shortcut it. Once you see with tape reading over and over and over again, week after week, you have at least 60% of your expectations come to fruition. What? Yeah, you got to be better than half the time right. Then, only then, go into demo. Then you're going to see another growing pain because now you're looking at it with a scorecard attached to it. Are you right now? Whereas before tape reading, you're just watching and observing, recording what your observations are. Oh, it did this, it did that. It's going to be boring for most of you that are just in here trying to copy me. That's the litmus test. It's going to be, why are you here? Because if you're here to learn how to trade, I'm going to teach you exactly how to do what I do. And you won't need me. But some of you want spoon-fed, 5-minute trainers, signals, copy me service, that type of stuff. I'm not doing that. I'm turning people into monsters. I'm turning people into savages. You want to make your yearly salary in a fucking month? Stay with me this year. Stay with me this year, and there is no limitations, period. You're going to lose money in the process, but you want to make what you make a year in 1 month? I will give you those skill sets and how to arrive at that. But you are going to be the determining factor, how fast or at all if you get there. Not me, not the concepts, not the market. It's you. And once you get into the demo portion of learning, you trade with the lowest degree of risk you can. And you grow from that up higher, more, as you learn to trust what you're doing isn't being influenced by the outcome. That's why it takes time, folks. It takes time. You have to desensitize yourself and condition yourself to look for the process to deliver the outcome, not the trade to make me money. Because if you do these things and you're doing everything I'm training you to do and you manage risk, the derivative is the fucking profits, the limited drawdown, the corrections from drawdown. That's the fruits of everything I'm teaching you. But you all think you're going to have a vertical fucking spike on your equity curve from day one, never any drawdown, never any adversities, never any difficulties in understanding what it is that you should be doing or navigating through trades. When I've told you all this time in all the rants, you're going to be dealing with that. And now you're going to equate that your failure or success is only based on your live account when you're not even ready to be trading with a live account. That's stupid. It's fucking stupid. But because you have all these other influencers, these authors, these book writers, these course makers, these public figures, or your fucking friend that's lying to you and saying he's been doing it, he's making money, but he's showing you a fucking demo account. Everybody is going to give you everything that is diametrically opposed to what I've been beating into your head today with. And I'm the bad guy. Whatever. I don't give a fuck. I'm not going to work on Monday. And I can take a vacation wherever the fuck I want. And I don't work with Carl. So who you listening to? You didn't swipe no fucking credit card here. There was no PayPal payments here, and you don't have to renew anything, no subscriptions. It's nothing. And I'm making monsters, and they're bringing the receipts. They themselves are doing it. You're seeing all the interviews from the companies. There's no proof. There's all kinds of fucking proof. Look around. And you're among them if you allow yourself. But you got to get out of the way. You have to get out of your own way.